we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Denver Broncos.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
Here's Milton. Now he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Part of the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. If you look at this Bronco defense, they come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Finds Pickens outright. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Let's go now.
Now Milton. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon.
His kick is good.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. He juked him. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That's good.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The Broncos at 3-4 on the year coming into play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful.
And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw his Knicks. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Lutz with the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That is caught by Lamb. And he's got this down to the 35. Lamb's first catch of the game. Good for a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On first down, it's Blue. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Milton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. In motion, the tight end. Here's Milton now to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. The Broncos send out their punter now. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Milton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Throwing is Milton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
To throw is Milton. Able to hit his target well. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route,
and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9.
First and goal.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Come on.
They'll try and run again with Blue. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Broncos 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Now it's Nix. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. It's taken on the 25. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Milton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun on 3rd down, Milton. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Nix to the air. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
Broncos. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, Nix. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
Nix from the shotgun. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a second and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Milton. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
19, go.
Operating from the gun, Milton drops it to Blue, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back to throw now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. And even 40 yards. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going. It's Nix. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Bloom trying the right side. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They go again with Blue. Blue here to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Jet sweep, here's Pickens with it. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. John Franklin Myers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Milton. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
We'll get that complete to Vele. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20 plus. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now it's the backup Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Prescott now. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. To throw, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Nick's going to give to Harvey. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
Brings up 2nd down.
once more with Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Broncos 24, Cowboys 20. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Franklin Myers able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's caught inside the 25.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Broncos 34, Cowboys 27. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Up the middle, it's Hardy. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third down and 1. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 41, Cowboys 27. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here's first and 10. To throw, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
He hits Blue. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
Prescott. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
That keeps the score. Broncos 41, Cowboys 33.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tam.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.